Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and after the craziness of last week, it's kind of a light show today. Why do I always feel the need to tell y'all if it's going to be a heavy or a light show? Because it usually runs about the same time, right? If it's heavy, I'm speeding through it. I'm going fast, and I gotta get to the next thing, gotta fit it all within the show. But then, when it's a light week, it gives this brain a chance to ramble on, to just go on and on about the few items we do have to talk about. So it ends up going the same amount of time. I should start all of them with, grab your cereal or grab whatever, get ready for 20 minutes of toys. And that's about the gist of it. But I am feeling good. I hadn't hit a record button. Did I hit the record? Okay, yeah. I haven't hit a record button on a camera since last weekend. Kind of took the week off. We recorded some stuff early. I had it ready to go. It was all talking about Hasbro's Fan Fest, which is why this week's a little bit light. There's nothing Hasbro this week, and I kind of feel lost. Just slightly. I'm so used to, Star Wars, Marvel Legends, Transformers. This week's actually a little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle heavy, but first, we got to get into a dilemma of sorts? Yes, welcome back to the weekly Not Centurions update. It's been fun following the Ramen Toy 80s commanders through the process of, sculpting and digital and where's articulation gonna go, but this week's update brings kind of some red flags, a little trepidation. Earlier in the week, the team gave us a look at some of the different configurations for Air Force Commander, popping the different parts, putting them in different places, just to give us an idea of the customizing options. Or, for those of us old enough to remember the original toy line, the fun involved in just swapping the accessories around. Then Thursday came the pre-orders. Along with that, they showed the unique heads for each character, what they look like all geared up in color. But this is also where we have to start using our adult brains. It's coming down to actual money, it's getting serious, and I don't know. First of all, again, it's been jokes up until now, but it is unlicensed product. But then there's the way Ramen Toy went about the pre-orders, which is probably because it is unlicensed product. With the early bird that runs from now until the 1st of May, each figure is $65. After that, it's $89, $90, somewhere in there. Ship date of October, but you have to pay Ramen Toy directly. Now look, when it comes to things like this, I'm sometimes a bit gullible because pretty plastic. And despite life trying to prove otherwise, all my life, I still try to put my faith in people. But this is a big leap. This is giving money up front to a Facebook page that has no track record of producing action figures. As much as my action figure loving heart wants these, the responsible part of my thought process goes, no. That's how the responsible part of my brain. And then the toy part's all like, but I want the toy! No. But I want it! I want it now! It is PayPal, and the October release date is slightly within that 180-day dispute period with PayPal, but yeah. If it had been an actual store or a well-known website or even Kickstarter, probably. But the way they went about doing things, and yes, I watched the live stream, and it was kind of like, don't talk bad about us because we need people to fund this, and that made it look even worse. I'm sorry. That's just the way I took it. So yeah, pretty toys, and I wish you the best, but someone who does have a history of fulfilling action figures is Spero Studios. And their Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Kickstarter is still rocking and rolling. Just last time I looked, they had broke the $200,000 mark and unlocking stretch goals. Just bam. More heads, more weapons packs, more figures, more extras, and as we go along, more reveals of future things like the Primal Ancients characters. These are more stripped down than the other characters, kind of army builder-like, but they definitely have that AWOC feel. Is that an acceptable acronym? AWOC? I'm guessing somebody else already came up with that. It's probably been used several times, but I'm coming along late just, hey, walk. Yep. Anyway, again, Army Build figures at $20 a pop. I'm down. They also showed the digital render for Thane, who is the $307,000 stretch goal. The way this thing's going, and we usually see big kicks at the end of the Kickstarters, it's possible. Ooh, it's exciting. It's like watching a race, and you get to the end and you're just, yes, 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 more toys. I want the toys! Yeah. Is it just me, or has Todd been curiously quiet lately? No big announcements, no video updates, just a leak list or two that gives us an idea of what's coming, but I like seeing the plastic. There were some bigger updates in last month, a while back. What month is this? I don't even remember. But nothing since until now. And here's a little Todd tease. A little sneak peek at Gunslinger Spawn that we've seen before already. In one of those bigger videos recently, you could see, and well, he actually messed around with it, didn't it? During that big Spawn reveal for the weekly comics, he was talking about this and Redeemer. But an official tease makes it feel closer, like we're about to get just rained down upon with new pre-orders for this and Redeemer and that Violator that's been shown a couple of times and the rest of the spawns in that leak list. I want a good, healthy, wacky line of spawns. That's what I'm looking forward to. As I'm recording this, my phone went off and I started getting notifications that Jeremy Padower at Jazwares is showing the painted prototypes for the AEW Unrivaled Series 5. Now, in situations like this, I would usually push it to next week since I am completely unprepared. I haven't really seen these pictures, but it's a light week, right? Let's do this old school. Me and you, same time, discovering things about new toys. Scorpio Sky looks good. Is that a overlay on the thing? That probably comes off. Or is that cloth? Plastic? I don't know. But the expression on his face, that's perfect for the SCU days. It looks like him and Frankie comes with the tag team belts, which is, that's an old situation by now, right? It's been a while since they've been tag team champions. I understand AEW, or well, I understand Jazwares wanting to get the belts out for the toy line, but now Scorpio Sky's off on his own. Well, no, he's with Ethan Page, isn't he? That's the thing about doing a line like this, the ever-changing landscape of wrestling. Frankie also looks good. His expression's perfect. He's got a rubber overlay thing that probably comes off. But do you think we'll find these in stores? Well, do you? John Moxley, we've had him in the line before, but I actually kind of like the look of this one better. I understand the look they're going for with the face, but he also looks... And then, of course, the AEW Championship belt. And I like the colors of the camo. Or, well, the pants. You know what I mean. Hangman Adam Page. I like this look better than the figure we got previously. Hopefully, this one's scaled a little bit better than that first one. I think it was that... Was he large? I think he was large. And then there's Jungle Boy. Kind of a plain look, but not, somehow. It just go... It's a fine line. It's just a dude in shorty shorts, but then the boots, the hair, the bracers... Yeah, it kind of gives him his own flavor. And can I use this as a commandy in my DC display? Like a modern one? And then finally, the one I've been looking for since this line began, Luchasaurus. Look at the colors on this thing. It just pops. It just jumps out at you. You put all these wrestling figures side by side, that's the one your eye goes, what is that? Oh, yeah. The gold, the green, the tattoos seem a little stark. A little, just bam, printed on, but... Comes out sometime, will be available somewhere. It started last week, but this week continues NECA's heaping helping of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle news. Like we've talked about, it's April. What's that make you think about? Turtles. In April. On Tuesday, Judith Hogue continued her coverage on the production of the 1990 April O'Neil figure, just going throughout the process. And like we talked about, it's just a beautiful thing. Someone who is this interested and this invested in how their action figure turns out and how it will be available to the masses. As Veebs hates to say, it's a nice synergy. This week she came back and showed us a little look at the painting process and how it's kind of a mix of traditional and digital, like to get to the prints on the skirt and the purse and how all that detail is just, it's so good. Also a little glimpse of the articulation, and while it's still weird to see NECA's double joints done like they are, it does give the range. It also looks like there will be a second portrait with a smile. I know that was a concern for some people. Last week's update had just a solemn face, just straight, serious. This one's a bit more happy. Oh, and NECA, you didn't think we'd notice, but we did, right? That unmasked Casey Jones head right there? Huh? Could this be a 2-pack, or are they working on that separate for some kind of ultimate Casey pack or ultimate foot soldier pack with alternate Casey head that you can take and put on that 2-pack Casey Jones body that came with Raph that just happens to be popping up at Walmart again right now? Do I need to buy one of those just in case it is one of those? And then I have extra and then display this way and display that way? I don't know what to do. But again, for the April figure, more updates to come. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more of the final paint on the face and more accessories and what's going on. And then, as we're about to talk about, NECA's pre-orders for this month, ending in April. Could that last set of pre-orders? I don't know. That's just speculation, right? Speaking of those pre-orders, in case you missed it in all the Hasbro hullabaloo last week, NECA put up some pre-orders on their own site for some older items and some newer items. They kicked off with another chance for the Rat King and Vernon 2-pack, along with the debut of the Ultimate Pizza Monster. Ultimate lowercase, no exclamation point. It's coming. I believe they've offered up a yellow xenomorph before this that could be used as a stand-in for this character, but to see a full-on cartoon version, oh, that's awesome. And impressive at 9 inches tall, that just towers over the turtles themselves, but it also comes with a, what's it called, a juvenile Pizza Monster. And is that Irma? Oh, NECA, you and your teases. NECA had said it was 3 weeks of pre-orders with 10-day windows for each pre-order. So I thought, well, that 10 days doesn't end until the first of next week. We won't see anything until then. But no, this morning, boom, here's the Ace Duck and Mutagen Man 2-pack. Both looking spiffy, right out of the cartoon. And if you jumped on the pre-order as it happened and was wondering if Ace Duck came with the wings, Randy came back around later and said yes. Wings. Along with that came 2 other 2-pack pre-orders. There's Splinter and Baxter, and then Zorax and Zork, in case you've been striking out at Target or live outside the US. Pizza Monster is $35. The Ace Duck and Mutagen Man is $52. Ships sometime in the fall. But remember, 10-day window, you only have a few more days for the Pizza Monster, and then the Ace Duck Mutagen Man pack rolls over next Friday's pre-order into the next week. So, 3 weeks. It's already been 2 weeks. There's a 2, carry the knot. 1, strike that out. 1 more week. That adds up to 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Yeah. But that's not all from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this week, or even Mutagen Man, because Entertainment Earth put up their Super 7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates glow-in-the-dark Mutagen Man. See, the difference there is capital letters and punctuation. You gotta do the... Anyway, if you're a glow-in-the-dark action figure fan, or a TMNT fan, a Mutagen Man fan, Entertainment Earth has you covered. And yeah, I don't know where to go from there. Super 7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles glow-in-the-dark Mutagen Man, Entertainment Earth. This is awkward. $55, January 2022. Hey, remember way back when we were talking about like Super 7 and Ultimates and glow-in-the-dark figures? And last week we talked about the Toxic Crusaders glow-in-the-dark radioactive Red Rage Toxie. I didn't know if I was going to get all those words out at the same time, but it did. This week, Super 7 showed a video of the actual process of it changing from just green to the Red Rage, and it's blowing my freaking mind. I understand the concept, I guess, but I don't know the chemicals involved here or the magic, because I thought there would be some kind of traces of the Red Rage bubble effect when it's not being shown. But if this video is true, they completely disappear. They are non-existent. You don't even know it's a feature until it happens. I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know why. Also $55, also early next year. Also, glowy green plastic. Go get it. Then there's the ever-exciting adventure of a Mezco 1/12 Collective Gomez drop. You gotta be on it the first minute. In fact, this time around it went so fast that it blinked itself out of existence for a short time. People had it in the cart, checked out, and then it was gone. Even the pre-order page was nowhere to be seen, and you were just left wondering if it was a dream. Was there a figure I was trying to pre-order? What happened? But then the page came back up, and I guess you could now jump on the wait list for the Gold Commander Gomez Valley of the Mosquatch. I'm telling you, being a Mezco exclusive, it does things to your pre-ordering finger. I don't even care that much about Gomez, but I'm looking at it thinking, oh, it's hard to get. Do I need to pre-order it? There's a fear of missing out. FOMO. Did I just come up with another acronym? God, I'm good. I know. Don't go topping. I know. But then again, I stare at it for probably too long, and it looks like a nice generic, the G on the belt is for generic. The nice generic adventure character if I swap out the head or something. I do like the look of the brown they used on the heads here. It's a bit more comic booky, cartoony, against the shiny blue eyes. I've gotten really used to just looking into space, nothingness, knowing the picture's going to be over there. It's crazy. But hard to get is the name of the game when it comes to the Slugfest stuff. It's just like, whoop, boop. It just ends up being a race to collect these. And if you miss it right off the bat, I have heard people of having their wait list actually convert. But if you want to take your chances, well, it's not even really taking a chance, right? Click the wait list. If it never converts, you never have to pay the $95. If it does, that's when you pay the $95. Not a lot of risk there, right? And then it's supposed to ship this month or next. It says April or May. It did say 2021, right? And that's it for this week. Maybe. If there's something I missed, we'll swing back around next week. If you're interested in seeing any of these pictures up close without me all, it's a toy, I want it, give it to me. I'll be posting all of that along with links to pre-orders and more information on the Fwoosh front page Saturday at noon, but if you can't wait that long, links are in the description. And going back to the first, it's weird not having anything Hasbro to talk about, but we did talk a lot about Hasbro last weekend after their own show, where they dominated the weekend. So I guess not having anything Hasbro to talk about is a good thing. Even though I'm standing here talking about Hasbro again. Do I have a problem? I can't let go. I can't stop. Well, I look across this room and Hasbro. Oh, Mezco. There's some figure arts. And I'm pointing all this out like they're in displays or something, but they ain't. It's boxes and tubs and stuff just sitting on top of boxes and tubs. And there's a TIE fighter that's way too big to put anywhere that's sitting on top of something else. And the snowspeeder's balanced on top. I need to start listening to the responsible part of my brain more. But if you enjoyed this weekly, comment, like, subscribe. I did that really aggressively, didn't I? Comment. Much love to the plus. If you're interested in seeing videos early or just in a position to help out the channel, patreon.com. But wherever you're watching this, I'll always catch you on the Fwoosh. My hands are doing just whatever the hell they want today. Also, the stop motion from the first, that is Hasbro and DGDX Animation. Go check out his YouTube channel. I've thought about getting into stop motion before, but there was no way. This just makes me feel bad at any attempts I do. He's just amazing at that kind of thing. So he'll keep putting them out. I'll just keep sitting in front of the computer, that's amazing.